Hey, hey, hey. This is hands down the best animated movie I have seen in a while. Like, I am genuinely speechless. Matter of fact, not just animation, movies, period. The West gotta do better because this is the textbook definition of peak fiction. So Ne Zha 2 is the sequel film to the 2019 film Ne Zha, which is also directed from the same guy, Hu Yang. With the souls of Ne Zha and Ao Bing being saved, Tai Zhen plots to use the 7-colored lotus to rebuild their bodies. Ao Guang, believing his son is dead, mounts an attack on the town, releasing the monsters imprisoned under his palace, including the other 3 dragons of the 4 seas. So let me make something very clear. I have never seen the first Ne Zha film. From what I researched about the first Ne Zha film, apparently it is a more self-contained story that only focuses on a select few individual characters. But this sequel film completely expands the lore, the characters, and the story. I don't have the full context because, again, I never saw the first film, but I feel like the sequel gave me enough context to understand how this is all connected. And even with the little context, I was not prepared for this epic adventure. Ne Zha 2 is the culmination of everything that I love about movies. Epic story, epic action, great characters, incredible music, great film editing, and themes that I can strongly connect with on a personal level. The story is so massive and on such a grand scale that every single scene, moment, and location has such a significant role in the overall arc. So while yes, this story is about saving Ao Bing and Ne Zha, we're still taking on this magical odyssey for destiny. Let me just say, the story gets real crazy by the second act. I don't want to spoil it, but just know it is whoa. Just whoa. And let me just say, this story is not just a bunch of flashing spectacles. No, there is quite a lot of heart in this movie. Way more than I thought. And it just elevated the story and this flourishing, beautiful world even more. The story had me invested. I was intrigued where it was going to go. And overall, I want more from this world. And the animation is sick. It is fluid, clean, and super fast paced when it comes to the action. I love how detailed the characters are as far as their facial expressions and their reactions. Now, personally, I prefer the animation from the Spider-Verse films, but in this movie, it's up there. But when it came to animating the action scenes, you can tell they took their time with that. The action in this movie is quite literally immaculate. The action is the super fast-paced hand-to-hand mythical combat, and when I tell you that it flourished, it flourished. I don't think I've ever seen an animated movie with action on this spectacle. From the hand-to-hand combat to the camera work, it all looked perfect. You ever see a movie where there's action going on, but you can't tell because the camera work is not that great? Well, that is the complete opposite here. This is peak fiction, y'all. Like, I'm so serious. If I could describe the epic action and adventure in this movie, it's like if Final Fantasy, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z somehow had a kid. Ne Zha 2 would quite literally be the result. And I love the characters in this movie. Everyone is so layered. They're so detailed. They're not just a bunch of one-dimensional figures. They all serve some sort of purpose in this movie, especially when it comes to Ne Zha and Ao Bing. Even the supporting characters like Ao Guang, you feel their pain and where they're all coming from. Now, you could argue some characters are not in the right, but you could also argue some characters are technically not in the wrong. I love character writing like that because you can say, hey, I don't agree with this, but I also don't disagree. Translation:
I can't co-sign that, big brother, but I ain't mad at you for what you do.
Except for the main villain. Yeah, he is just an evil, wicked, inhumane person, god, if you want to call him that. I think my favorite character in this whole film might be Ne Zha. He's this cocky, arrogant, fiery little demon, but you see his character growth by the end of the film, and I just really love that. The film editing in this movie is spectacular. Given the insane action, you have to have great film editing, and boy, they did not disappoint, so I gotta give credit where credit is due. And also, this film has incredible music, if I didn't say that before. But I think what really makes me love this movie are the themes that it tackles. This movie tackles the themes of family bonds, love, destiny, unity, and of course, fighting against imperialism. Going against the evil and the corrupt and the higher powers that be that want to divide us because of our differences. Why do you want to be separated from society? Because what? The man that's in power told you? When in actuality, it does not benefit you in the slightest. In fact, we're all puppets to their little puppet show. But as people, we are stronger together, not separate. But as far as the other themes of family bonding, love, and destiny, yeah, I could really connect with that a lot. having unconditional love for the people that raise you while also pursuing your purpose. I think most of us can agree with that. But in the end, guys, Ne Zha 2 is a masterful achievement in filmmaking. It's a breathtaking adventure with great action, great characters, and an even greater story. And the fact that this movie has only been out for a month and is already in the top 10 highest grossing films of all time is insane. So, plugging Ne Zha 2. Into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pinnacle zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Ne Zha 2. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What are your expectations for Ne Zha 3? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.